Imagine a great city, thriving over 4,000 years ago. It was a place of bustling streets, sturdy brick houses, and remarkable ingenuity. This was Mohenjo-Daro, the Mound of the Dead. It lies in modern-day Pakistan, on a ridge in the vast flat plain of the Indus River. For millennia, its secrets were buried beneath layers of earth and time. Its very existence was forgotten, a silent testament to a civilization that had vanished from human memory. It was one of the largest settlements of the ancient Indus Valley civilization, a contemporary of the great cultures of Egypt and Mesopotamia, yet unique in its own magnificent way. The story of its rediscovery is quite extraordinary. In the 1920s, archaeologists working in the region stumbled upon this mound. They were searching for something else entirely. But as they dug, they unearthed not just a small settlement, but an entire city. It was a city built with a level of planning that was unheard of for its time. This discovery sent shockwaves through the world of history. It pushed back the timeline of urban life on the Indian subcontinent by thousands of years. Suddenly, a whole new chapter of human history was revealed, a civilization that was highly advanced, remarkably organized, and almost completely unknown. This lost civilization is now known as the Indus Valley Civilization, or the Harappan Civilization, named after Harappa, another major city discovered earlier. It flourished from around 2500 to 1900 BCE, stretching over a huge area, far larger than ancient Egypt or Mesopotamia. It covered parts of modern-day Pakistan, Afghanistan, and India. Mohenjo-Daro was one of its crown jewels, a bustling metropolis at the heart of this expansive network. These were not primitive people living in simple huts. They were master builders, skilled traders, and thoughtful planners who created a world of incredible complexity and order. The discovery of Mohenjo-Daro was so important because it revealed a society that was profoundly different from others of its time. Ancient Egypt had its pharaohs and pyramids, and Mesopotamia had its kings and ziggurats. But here, in the Indus Valley, archaeologists found no grand palaces for kings, no opulent royal tombs filled with gold. There were no obvious signs of a powerful, centralized monarchy or a society built for war. Instead, they found a city that seemed to have been built for its citizens, a place focused on public amenities, cleanliness, and peaceful trade. It was a puzzle that continues to fascinate us today. Walking through the ruins of Mohenjo-Daro is like stepping into the mind of an ancient city planner. The entire city was laid out on a deliberate grid system. Streets ran straight, intersecting at perfect right angles, creating neat, orderly city blocks. This was not a city that grew haphazardly over time. It was conceived and built with a clear vision. The main streets were wide enough for carts to pass, while smaller lanes led to individual homes. This remarkable organization speaks of a central authority with immense foresight, capable of planning and executing a large-scale construction project that would serve thousands of inhabitants for centuries. At the heart of the city's upper district, known as the Citadel, lies one of its most famous structures, the Great Bath. This is a magnificent, watertight pool, about 12 meters long and 7 meters wide. It was constructed from finely fitted, baked bricks and sealed with natural tar to prevent any leakage. Steps lead down into the bath from two sides. Scholars believe it was likely used for important religious ceremonies or ritual purification, a place for the community to gather for sacred purposes. The sheer precision of its construction is astonishing. It remains waterproof, even after more than 4,000 years, a silent testament to the incredible engineering skills of its builders. Equally impressive was the city's sophisticated water management system. Nearly every house had its own well, providing a private source of fresh water for the family. These wells were built with wedge-shaped bricks to create a strong, circular structure that would not collapse. But even more advanced was the city's drainage and sanitation network. Covered drains ran along the main streets, cleverly designed with a gentle slope to carry wastewater away from the homes. These drains connected to individual houses, ensuring that the city remained clean and hygienic. This focus on public health was unparalleled in the ancient world. The houses themselves were also a marvel of practical design. They were built with uniform, baked bricks, a sign of standardized production. Most homes were 2 stories high and centered around a private courtyard, which provided light and air to the inner rooms. The outer walls facing the street had no windows, which suggests a high value was placed on privacy and security. Each house typically contained a bathroom and a connection to the city's drainage system. This level of domestic comfort, available to a wide range of citizens, not just the elite, shows a society that cared deeply about the quality of life for its people. The prosperity of Mohenjo-Daro was built upon the fertile plains of the Indus River. The people were skilled farmers. They cultivated a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, peas, and dates. The river's annual floods would deposit rich, fertile silt onto the land, making it ideal for agriculture. It is also believed that they were among the first people in the world to grow and weave cotton. This agricultural surplus was the foundation of their economy. It not only fed the city's large population, but also provided goods that could be traded with other regions, bringing wealth and resources back to the city. Trade was the lifeblood of this great metropolis. Artifacts from Mohenjo-Daro show that its merchants had an extensive network that reached far and wide. They traded with civilizations in Mesopotamia, the Persian Gulf, and Central Asia. They exported goods like cotton textiles, timber, ivory, and precious beads made from carnelian and lapis lazuli. In return, they imported metals like copper and tin, as well as other luxury items. A system of standardized weights and measures made from chert cubes ensured fair trade. This bustling economic activity made Mohenjo-Daro a vibrant, cosmopolitan center of the ancient world. The artisans of Mohenjo-Daro were masters of their craft. They created beautiful pottery on the wheel, often decorated with intricate geometric patterns or designs of animals and plants. They were skilled metallurgists, working with copper and bronze to create tools, weapons, and vessels. But they are perhaps most famous for their intricate seal carvings. Thousands of small square seals have been found, usually made of soapstone. Each one is exquisitely carved with images of animals, such as bulls, elephants, and rhinos, alongside a line of mysterious script. These seals were likely used as stamps to mark goods, a form of ancient branding. Among the most iconic artifacts ever recovered from the site is a small bronze statue known as the Dancing Girl. Standing just over 10 centimeters tall, she is depicted in a natural, confident pose, with one hand on her hip and her arm covered in bangles. Her face is full of expression and personality. This small masterpiece tells us so much about the people of Mohenjo-Daro. It speaks of a society that appreciated art and beauty, one that had the skill to capture the human form with such grace and realism. She is not a goddess or a queen, but seemingly an ordinary girl, frozen in time. The spiritual life of the people of Mohenjo-Daro remains largely a mystery, as we have not yet deciphered their writing system. However, the artifacts they left behind give us some intriguing clues. Numerous terracotta figurines of female figures have been found, which many scholars believe represent a mother goddess, a symbol of fertility and life. These figures are found in abundance, suggesting that her worship may have been a central part of household beliefs. In addition, some seals depict a horned figure sitting in a yogic pose, surrounded by animals. Some have called this figure Proto-Shiva, suggesting a possible early link to one of the principal deities of Hinduism. The greatest puzzle of all is the Indus script. This system of writing appears on thousands of seals, pottery fragments, and other small objects. It is made up of hundreds of unique signs, a complex mix of abstract symbols and stylized pictures. Despite decades of effort by linguists and archaeologists from around the world, the script remains undeciphered. We do not know what language it represents, or what the inscriptions say. Are they the names of merchants, religious incantations, titles of officials? Unlocking the Indus script is the key to hearing the people of Mohenjo-Daro speak in their own words. The political and social structure of Mohenjo-Daro also appears to be unique. As mentioned, there are no grand palaces, temples, or monuments dedicated to powerful rulers. This has led many to believe that the city may have been governed not by a king, but perhaps by a council of influential citizens, merchants, or priests. The remarkable uniformity of the city's planning, brick sizes, and weights and measures across the entire Indus Valley civilization suggests a high degree of social and political coordination. It was an ordered and regulated society, but one that may have been governed by consensus rather than by royal decree. Even more striking is the apparent absence of widespread conflict. Archaeologists have found very few weapons, and the city's fortifications seem more designed for flood control than for defense against a large army. The art does not celebrate battles or glorify warriors. Instead, it focuses on animals, trade, and perhaps religious life. This has led to the idea that the Indus Valley civilization was a remarkably peaceful society, one that thrived on trade and cooperation rather than conquest and war. It presents a fascinating alternative model of how a complex urban civilization could be organized. For reasons that are still debated, around 1900 BCE, this great civilization began to decline. Mohenjo-Daro was gradually abandoned, and the sands of the Indus Plain slowly reclaimed its streets and houses. There is no evidence of a major invasion or a single catastrophic event that destroyed the city. Instead, it seems to have been a slow process of decay. One prominent theory suggests that climate change played a major role. Shifts in monsoon patterns, or the course of the Indus River itself, could have disrupted agriculture, leading to food shortages and making the city unsustainable for its large population. Other natural disasters may have also contributed to the city's downfall. Evidence of repeated massive flooding has been found in the archaeological record. The city was rebuilt multiple times, each time on top of the debris of the last flood. Over time, the effort of constantly rebuilding may have become too much to bear. It is likely that a combination of factors, environmental changes, a decline in trade, and perhaps internal social pressures, led to the gradual unraveling of the urban society. People slowly migrated away to smaller rural settlements, and the great city of Mohenjo-Daro fell silent. After its rediscovery in the 20th century, Mohenjo-Daro was recognized for its immense historical value. In 1980, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a title reserved for places of outstanding universal importance to humanity. This status has helped to focus global attention on its preservation. However, the site faces serious threats today. The salt content in the soil and groundwater, combined with temperature fluctuations, is causing the ancient baked bricks to crumble and disintegrate. The ruins are fragile, and protecting this irreplaceable heritage for future generations is a constant and urgent challenge. Mohenjo-Daro is more than just a ruin. It is a source of inspiration and a lesson for our time. It shows us that thousands of years ago, people were capable of creating a sophisticated, well-planned urban environment that prioritized public health and civic order. It challenges our assumptions about ancient societies, presenting a model that was seemingly peaceful and egalitarian. The mysteries that remain, the undeciphered script, the unknown rulers, the precise reasons for its decline, continue to drive research and spark our imagination. Mohenjo-Daro is a profound reminder of the heights of human achievement and the fragility of civilization itself.